conversation. I'm going to begin it with Rob, because you say you don't think you see Powell talking taper tomorrow. When his brethren are out there talking it, how can he not?
I think he does move to a more neutral position. I think it's all about the timing here. And why would you get out in front of next week's jobs number? Why would you get out in front of some of the negative news that we're seeing in the market on Delta? I mean, I do think, and I agree with all the commentators that you've had on over this morning, Rick Reeder, for example, not wanting them to miss their window. So I think there's a way to thread this needle. We think the Fed formally announces the start of tapering actually the November meeting. I don't think that's too late. There's a chance that it gets pushed back to December due to downside risks in the third quarter posed by the Delta variant. But it should start with the MBS purchases and potentially U.S. Treasury purchases, which are $15 billion a month. And I think we need to do that. I just don't know that there's the motivation to do that early without that one more cementing data point that allows them to do it comfortably, despite the noise that we're seeing in the market from a lot of the people that know better than I.
I guess what I'd say, Steve Weiss, here is that there, in this little group here, you guys and Steve and everybody, there's general consensus that taper is coming. The only question is sort of how and when. Steve, you're in the camp that you expect it sooner. Does it matter really whether it's sooner or later for the markets, because the markets must already have it baked in?
Yeah, I'd be surprised if there were anybody around who didn't expect the Fed to embark on a tightening policy, reversal going forward. Look, my view has been consistent, and I'm looking forward, as you say, sooner than later. I believe that Powell's comments tomorrow will be more hawkish, and there is no, I'll disagree with Rob in this, and it's just syntax. There's no going to the middle. If you're moving, you're either moving to the tightening or you're staying in the easing camp. I believe they'll be hawkish, as we saw in the Fed minutes, which I thought were a little more hawkish leaning. And I think that they announced that they're going to start tapering at the September meeting. You can wait for data point after data point. We've heard repeatedly from experts that the Delta virus is peaking. And by the way, it hasn't really upset much activity other than leisure, and that will come back. So the economy overall, as we see in some of the retail numbers, is strong. Industrial numbers strong. GDP didn't disappoint. So I think it's time to get on with it, and that they will get on with it. Yeah, the market will have a knee-jerk reaction possibly tomorrow, but then it's off to the races.